what's up? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bruna, and today we are doing 4 looks with the Naked Reloaded palette right here. Urban Decay just launched this Naked Reloaded palette, and at first I wanted to do a first impression, and I actually filmed one and uploaded, and then I just didn't like how it looked. I didn't think it was informative enough because I really don't think I could just try an eyeshadow palette with that many colors once and then tell you guys if it's good or not. So I decided to just create 4 looks with it and then test out almost every shade in here. I could not get 5 looks out of this only because I started to get really bored, and 4 looks is what I could create, and when I did 4 looks, I was able to basically try every single shade in this palette and break it down as I put it on my eyelids. So if you guys want to go ahead and see these 4 looks, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go in with this color Bucked. I'm sorry, it's really raining outside, you guys, so if you hear the tipper tappers, just don't get bugged by that. So I'm gonna go ahead and take Bucked, and I'm gonna put that onto my outer crease. I'm using a Morphe E28, and I just take one little tap, and I'm just gonna go ahead and smoke that out. I'm gonna go ahead and take this color all the way into my inner corner and just make this a really nice transition color. A Morphe 505 brush. This is just a regular tapered blending brush. It's like a fluffy blending brush. I'm gonna go in with the color Blur right there. It's just a nice neutral taupey color, and I'm gonna use that to just blur everything out. There's no like real like set placement, and I'm just gonna go ahead with this color Burn right there, and I'm just going to put that on top. Just pack it on. I really like this color Burn. It packs on really good. Like, look at how pigmented that is. It's really nice, which I was not expecting, but it ended up being really, really nice. This is the finished look with Urban Decay look number 1. I used my Fenty Uncuffed lip color. This is actually a stunning lip color. I'm gonna go on to look 2. Today I'm gonna do more of a subtle look. I'm gonna go ahead and use Boundaries right over here. And this is more of a light brown color. It reminds me a lot of like sienna. And you know what? It looks so much lighter in the pan, but when it goes onto your lids, it is so pigmented. I'm using a MAC 224 brush. So this color Blur is the next color that I'm gonna take, and it's actually a good color. I feel like I'm gonna use this Blur color in almost all the looks because it literally smokes everything out and just cleans up everything really easy. Color Endgame right here. I've used this color in the last look, but I really like this color. I'm using the MAC 217 brush, just taking a little bit, and I'm just gonna deepen out my outer corner. This gives me a very like 2000 vibes. This is how we were doing our makeup. I mean, I think people still do this, but I just love adding a little bit of dimension to the outer corners. I'm just gonna use a IT Cosmetics eyeshadow brush, and I'm just gonna go into Dreamweaver. Okay, so this one, Dreamweaver, you wanna use your fingers, I guess. Dreamweaver, it looks really nice. I don't like that I have to use my fingers to apply it because I am not a fingers person. I am going to keep it super simple today. I'm going to go in with the color Retro right there. This is like a peachy matte color. And then I'm going to go in with this brush. This is a Morphe E30, and I'm sorry, I do not know what shape that is, but it looks like it's like a flat brush, but I just want to go in with something quick. So I'm just going to keep it with that, and I'm just going to work that into my crease. And Retro is a really nice color. It goes on really, really nice. And I just want to, I'm gonna only use 2 colors today because I just want to keep it really simple and natural today. This is not the best brush, you guys. It's like a slanted brush. It's just like, why did I even pick this brush? I think it's because all my other brushes are a hot mess. I just woke up, so I have like a little bit of a groggy voice going on. So I'm sorry about that, you guys. I'm gonna go in with this flat brush right here. It's just like a little flat brush. And I'm gonna put that on to, I'm gonna get a lid color. This color Reputation, because I haven't used it yet. And I'm just going to put Reputation all over my lid because it's such a pretty color. And it picks up really good. Like, look at that. Really, really nice. I could have gone in with Barely Baked, but I really liked this color a little bit more. I really like a nice coppery lid. Go ahead and add eyeliner to my look because I just feel like that's what I want to do. I want to just, eyeliner looks good on me, you guys. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my favorite liner, is the roller liner. And I'm just going to do eyeliner. And then I'm going to add mascara, lashes, and finish up my look. And then I'll be back with the finished look. Is look number 3. And now I'm going to go on to look number 4. And then we'll be done with all these looks. The Naked Reloaded palette. Starting with the color Bucked, I'm just going to go ahead and put this into my transition, into my crease. I'm using the MAC 224 brush as usual. It's one of my favorite brushes, as you guys know. It's great for buffing out any colors that you need to in your crease. And I'm just going to go into circular motion. Bucked is really easy to go on, and it's just such a blendable color. Then I'm going to go into Blur just to make sure I don't have any harsh lines. Even though Bucked is a great color that blends out perfectly, Blur just gives you that ultimate smoky look. And it's my favorite color in this palette, I swear to God. And then I'm just going to go into Endgame. And Endgame is perfect. Although I do wish this palette had more colors, like more darker colors, Endgame still does the job, and it actually like really makes my eyes stand out. It just adds so much dimension. And I just go ahead and just add that in with a MAC 217 brush. It is a little hard to blend out at some moments, but I still figured it out. And then I'm just going to go in with Barely Baked. This is a very pretty gold color. It's one of my favorites. Like, it was stunning. It's not like gold, but then it's not like an antique gold. It's like a very moonlight gold. Very pretty, super pigmented. It looked really good. And then I just went back in with Endgame and I just blended it out again. I'm gonna go ahead and use some eyeliner just to shape the eye. I feel like my eyes need eyeliner. Okay, so this is number 4. This is the 4th look. It's really pretty. I think my most favorite color here is Barely Baked. So I'm gonna go ahead and just tell you guys what I think about this whole palette right here. Okay, so the Naked Reloaded palette is definitely a buy palette. You should buy it. You should get it, especially if you're someone who always wears neutral and you were a fan of the first Naked palette. I think this is more brown girl friendlier because it's not as gray and it's not as cool toned. I feel like the first Naked palette was very cool toned. It was very taupey, and this one's more warm, especially when you see the peachy stuff. It has like peachy, coppery. It's more of a coppery vibe than Naked Reloaded. I really love the packaging because it has orchids on the front. Yes, you guys, those are orchids, and it's really beautiful. It's more plush. They didn't give a brush this time, so it's much more sleeker and it's a little bit smaller. And some of the eyeshadow palettes are like different sizes. So these two are really big and larger than the rest, and then you have these two who are as large, and which is really good because these are the shades that I would imagine people use more, and then these are like the sometimes shades, like special occasions or like, yeah, I'll use them type of shades. I definitely think this palette is really good for a neutral palette, and you know, you go through neutral palettes faster than all your other palettes. For me personally, I'm not a neutrals type of girl, but I do wear neutrals a lot. But it's not like, oh, I'm gonna wear neutrals. I just wear it sometimes because it's faster. Neutrals are easier to work with, so I do wear it. I did find this palette a bit boring because I was only able to create 4 looks. It wasn't really getting my creative juices going. Some neutral palettes are just so good, and it does get my creative juice to go flowing real good, but this one just kind of made me bored. And the reason why I was a little bored is because I feel like these 3 shades here were very similar, and I couldn't really tell any distinct difference with these 3 shades right here. So that was a little turn off. And then they only allowed us to have only one deep color, which is this Endgame. And I was like hoping for like more of a black. Definitely, I think a couple of more darker colors could have been in there. And then these 2 shades are like, I swear to God, they're so identical to each other that it was like too identical. So it got really boring. But like I said, you can definitely do a lot of looks with this, get creative with it, and it's definitely a really easy palette, and you could just like put it on and go. The blendability is really good. If you're a fan of Urban Decay, then I think this would be a great palette for you. Me personally, I love Naked, right? I love Naked palettes. I love Urban Decay. I love everything that they do. And personally, I would give this palette a 4, only because there's so much similarities in each shade. But I mean, always remember, like, Naked Urban Decay palettes always go on sale. You know, the VIB sale comes. Definitely buy it when it's on sale, but is it worth your money? Definitely, I think this is worth your money. I mean, I love it. Like, look at how stunning that looks. Like, it just blends really nice, and the colors look really nice. Okay, guys, so that's all I have to say about the Naked Reloaded palette. I did my 4 looks. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below if you guys want me to do this with any other palette. I hope you guys really enjoy these type of videos, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!